Hey, Gail.
Is that you, Kat?
It sure is me.
Where you been?
Nowhere.
Oh.
Sitting back at my desk, waiting for you, my little starlet.
I was in my trailer pooping.
Yes, you were.
You were doing my hair, as you can tell.
So I want you to go through the comparisons, pros and cons. We're going to talk about the sort of, I guess, Ena class of superautomatics.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. It starts with the Ena 3, which is this one right here.
Okay.
Up and down, 2 spouts. All of the Juras have bypass doser right here.
Great.
The Ena series, they all have a little bit. They're a small footprint. They're the smallest ones out there. Hence, they have a smaller reservoir, and they have a smaller bean hopper as well. We're up in here.
Got it.
They do have one programmable button. And I can show you over here on the, that's the 3, and it comes in black and white.
Okay.
And I'm not sure they're making the white anymore. It's just black.
Okay.
I think. I'd have to look into that. But anyway.
Okay.
The 4, the only difference in it is the silver color. $100 more.
All right.
Same programmability, and then you program up in here, and you can program the temperature, the amount of liquid that comes out, the strength of the coffee, the strength of how many grams go down to be brewed through.
I see.
And then if you want to override it, you simply turn this, and now I can change it to mild, normal.
And you go into it like you just hold that button down?
To do the programming. But I was showing them that if you don't do the programming, here's the programming. There's all this stuff.
Cool.
It's got all kinds of stuff in there. It's actually has a lot of programming that the upper end machines do, only without the cost.
All right.
So,
non-removable brew group.
Yeah. You put a tablet down the bypass doser and put it through it. It cleans the brew group in there, and you do descaling like any machine, unless you use their water filter. If you use their water filters, you do not have to descale. If you don't use them, you have to descale.
Got it.
Dregs box down here.
Yummy.
There's one. Regular Panarello, or it's a wand that goes up and down to give you either more or less air going into it.
All right, so you have a little more control over it.
Yep.
Cool.
More toward cappuccino. Now you move to the number Ena 5. What you're getting on an Ena 5 that you're not getting on the 3 and the 4 is this goes from 2 spouts to 1. And you get the Froth Express, and what this is, you can put this in your own container of milk, and if you have this toward the top, it will give you cappuccino foam, and if you go toward the bottom, it's latte. Milk.
Cool.
Steamed with not as much. Turn it to steam, sucks up the milk, puts it in your cup, and then you move the cup over here and brew your coffee into it.
Got it. Okay, so let's look at the Saecos, and they're sort of in the same class of this.
Same class, yeah.
And these are all superautomatics that you don't have any one-touch functionality on. As far as one-touch cappuccino.
Right.
Yeah.
In the Saeco line, the Enas kind of fall in between the Talea Giro and the Talea Ring Plus.
Okay.
They have...
As far as their functionality.
What they have on there is a little more programmability due to the digital readout.
Like this one doesn't have any programmability.
Well, you could not programmability, but you can choose how many grams. 1 bean, 2 bean, 3 beans.
Yeah, but you have to set everything each time.
This is the liquid.
Yeah.
Yep. And you can't control the temperature. You can't control, except for right here, how many grams.
Okay.
The Jura gives you up to 16 grams, whereas the Saecos, I believe it's only up to 9 grams, isn't it?
Oh.
Less coffee to be brewed through.
I see.
Big steam wand, I do like that on this machine. Gives you taller cup height right here.
Okay.
Gives you the SBS, which is brewing system, puts more pressure on the extraction to give you more or less crema.
I see.
Then you get into the Talea line. The Talea Ring Plus kind of falls more into the category as well. Gives you 3 programmable options on this iPod ring. Lets you control 1, 2, and 3 beans like that one.
Okay.
Gives you a little more programmability.
I see.
Temperature, aroma, stuff like that.
Okay.
Electric drip tray. Ooh, yeah, baby.
Robo tray.
Robo tray, yeah. On all of the Talea and the Talea line, you can put this milk island on.
Okay. Yes. And then these have removable brew groups.
Removable brew group.
I love it that everything comes from the sides, and they also have a little wheel. So I think that's really great for people. To be able to access everything, because the Juras, the Enas, you got the water tank in behind, and it's not easy to move.
Water tank's right here on this. And this is the milk island attached to it. This is optional on some of these.
Okay.
So.
All right, and then I wanted to talk about the Gaggia. We have one over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is sort of in the same class.
Yep, it is. There's the Vogue, which has no programmable readout or no digital readout, and it has the button on the front where you turn left and right.
So it's similar to the Giro, the Saeco Giro.
Exactly.
Okay.
Actually, they're the same company. One bought the other one out, so a lot of the interfaces you'll see are very similar.
Okay.
They are two separate manufacturing plants, but still a lot of the things look alike.
Okay.
This is like the iPod ring. This is the swing.
Okay, cool.
So. Same type of idea. Turn dial on the Vogue, iPod ring on the swing, bypass doser on the swing, no bypass doser on the Vogue. Does not have it.
And also not on the Giro, Saeco Giro.
Correct.
No bypass. Okay.
Right.
All right. Now pros and cons of this machine. Now we've had some issues with this.
The issues with the C1 were right from the factory. The mount in the back didn't hold, and they were breaking off, and they were showing up at customers' doorsteps like a broken arm.
Okay.
Gaggia has cured that. They've reinforced it, made it a much better mount in the back, so that's better.
Okay.
The one thing I do like about the Gaggia, the plus, it's a pretty machine. It's got more metal on it. Like this is stainless, this is metal. They just are a nice looking machine.
Yeah.
Milk Island as well, you can put on this. The one awkward thing I don't care for on this particular one, on the swing up, the very top one, it has an electric, 2 buttons, electric drip tray. On this, you have to pull this out and push it up. And this is kind of awkward.
A little clunky.
Whereas over here, the Talea line, Talea Giro, you just grab both sides and up and down.
Oh, nice.
It's a little
easier to use.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
I think that's it. Is there anything I'm missing?
I don't think so. I think pros, cons, what we like, all that jazz.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Gail.
You bet.